Hey guys, welcome back to the Anime Culture Corner. Today I put this brain of mine to work, questioning what is Eren's end goal. In the mind of our favorite angsty teenage titan shifter, unless you're Team Armin, or Reiner, Annie, Ymir, Berthold, okay, I guess a lot of people fall into that category. But today I'm breaking down just what he's thinking, what's going on inside that head of his. And important notice, this is an anime-only video, looking at what Eren might be planning in Season 4 and how what we've seen so far will impact the last season. But first, you see that big red button? If you like anime, manga, or both, and enjoy discussions on new ones, old ones, make sure to hit that button. Almost 94% of you guys aren't subscribed yet, and as a growing YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate the support. And now that that's over, let's explore Eren Yeager, shall we? Now, I think the most important in understanding what Eren's planning is the very last scene in Season 3, Part 2. After the Survey Corps finally arrive at the ocean, Eren states how he used to think that freedom existed across the sea. But in actuality, on the other side of the sea are enemies. Both the books in the basement and his father's memories have influenced Eren's line of thinking drastically, culminating in this crucial last line in the entire season. Kind of extreme, isn't it? Eren doesn't think that the islanders are free, which is fair. They're kind of like prisoners. They can't leave the island and have been essentially restricted within the walls for centuries because of the mindless titans put there by the Marleyans. But at the same time, the king within the walls threatened the Marleyans with the full force of the titans within the walls if they ever attacked them. So in a way, while they're forced to be prisoners, the king of the walls imposed this on them as well, as a form of self-defense. Neither side is inherently at fault for the position that the islanders are currently in. However, now that the Survey Corps have overcome the former regime and overcome the will of the king within the walls, the only person left in the way of freedom is, in fact, Marley. And so we have to wonder why his goal is so extreme, why he has to kill all the Marleyans to obtain freedom. While it's true that it's a surefire way of guaranteeing the islanders' freedom, it's a pretty rash conclusion to arrive to. Except, if you really think about what Eren's gone through, it's not. A theme we see a lot in Attack on Titan is that history repeats itself, especially with reoccurring violence, and Eren sees this. For years and years, Eldians within the walls were brainwashed to believe that they were the only humans left alive by the power of the founding titan, through the royal family's twisted idea of self-preservation. It was only until Grisha ate the founding titan, and until the Survey Corps successfully took down the royal government in Season 3, that this cycle was broken. The constant loop of passing down the founding titan from one royal family member to their offspring and so on, so that history could continue forever without anyone in the walls knowing the better, it's something they had to fix for themselves. And if Eren and the rest of the Survey Corps weren't there to solve the issue, then it arguably never would have been fixed. In history, there's been a constant back and forth between who is the offender and who is the victim. Initially, it was the Eldians who oppressed Marleyans and spread the will of the Eldians across the mainland. Then, once they were beat, they switched roles, with Marleyans becoming the oppressors. And the Eldians on the mainland have just sat down and accepted this. Reiner, Berthold, Annie, they're all willing to become Titan shifters used by the Marleyan government just to defend their Eldian families. We see that even Eldians have accepted this violence, this oppression for what it is. No one's willing to fight. Until we see Grisha. Until we see the memories that Eren has gained, the Eldian revolutionary movement that's fighting for a new age for Eldians. However, because of this cycle, these loops that Eren's seen in history, Eren believes that if they let Marleyans survive again, if they repeat the cycle of violence, there will again come a day when the cycle repeats and Marleyans rise up in revolution. And just as the royal family never changed until Grisha and Eren took matter into their own hands, he must do the same here. He must be the one to finally end the repetition of history, and it requires the annihilation of either the Eldians within the walls or the Marleyans, and the Marleyanized Eldians like Reiner and Berthold. To achieve freedom, this is what Eren believes he must do. And so why isn't peace, some kind of agreement, a suitable end? Why must this be finished by mass genocide? Through his father's memories, Eren knows that there can never be permanent peace. Even after Marleyans killed all the revolutionaries, Grisha never gave up his hope of restoring Eldia to power. Even after Berthold and Reiner spent so much time with the Eldians in the walls, making friends, allies, they never forgot their true mission to obtain the founding titan, and they betrayed them. Eren has seen through his life and his father's that alternative motives will continue to survive, and thus a mutual agreement between sides isn't sustainable, at least in the long run. And considering the tragedy that Survey Corps went through in Season 3 Part 2, I don't think that a peaceful end is on his mind in the first place. If he lets so much as one person, one revolutionary live and think of fighting back, then everything he's built, everything he's fought for will fall apart again. And so this is why Eren wants to kill all of his enemies, to commit mass genocide of the people on the mainland for the sake of the future of the Eldians within the walls. It's inherently pretty selfish. I highly doubt everyone will go along with this plan. Without experiencing the memories Eren has, they probably won't understand. And Eren also holds a unique position of almost infinite power. If he learns how to use the power of the Founding Titan, he can control all of the Titans within the walls. And so, along with conflicts between Eldians and Marleyans, which we know we'll definitely see, we might see some internal struggles as well as we wrap up the series. If you haven't yet, make sure to watch my video talking about everything you need to know before Attack on Titan Season 4 comes out. Considering we've only got a week or so until it comes, make sure to freshen up before this monumental final season comes along. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future in-depth show, manga, and character analyses.